know you. What's up? Welcome back to the show. Welcome John Bird back to the show.
It's good to be back.
And welcome Tony Gump to the show.
Yes.
It's great to be back.
It is. It's really good to be back.
Everybody's so energetic. Let's get a round of applause to get everything going.
Yeah, I think so.
We don't. I know that Alabama lost a big game this weekend, and that's been hard on everybody. But you've already been through the morning stage. We went through it Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm not mourning as much as I used to. I'm kind of mourning like my son mourns. He's already, he told me, he said, I'm giving up on the 2020s. Yeah, he said it'll be at least that long, because he's got like a $70 million buyout, I think.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be impossible to get rid of him, it seems like. But
I just don't know what in the world. I mean, he's got some really good coaches under him. He got some new guys in.
I think people probably painted me as crazy for saying this. Let me do a little. There we go. People painted me crazy as saying this, and I got it from Jason Whitlock, who is a host on The Blaze. But think about this. You had a West Coast coach come to Tuscaloosa with his West Coast ideals, and I don't mean his playbook. I mean his moral playbook. And there are rumors that lifestyle of the LGBTQIA, not just the LG and the B, which, there's a lot of LGBs out there, and they're perfectly normal people. But then once you get to the T's and the Q's and the I's and the A's and the pluses, that mentality came from Washington, his old school. And it's more of a, kind of more caring about your feelings. Like Nick Saban never cared about anybody's feelings. But I think they're trying to be more focused on that now. And that's why you had Ryan Williams walking into the stadium with a stuffed animal. There's reports that say that was his anxiety, stress relieving stuffed animal.
Dude, what the hell? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, dude.
Oh, my God.
And that rumors that they were up till 2 a.m., sneaking their girls in their hotel rooms and all this stuff that would have never flown under.
If that comes to light, it's over. I don't care how much it costs. I will put a crisp 20 in there myself.
There's $20 towards that $70 million to get rid of this coach.
Man.
We'll talk more about that later. I mean, there's bigger issues at hand that has really devastated us here on this show. It hit us probably with the celebrity deaths that have gone on as of late between Hogan and Ozzy and everything else. None has affected us quite like the death we heard about yesterday.
Yeah.
We learned of the passing of one Larry Sinclair.
Yeah.
Larry, although we never got the opportunity to have him on this show.
I know. I thought we would be able to.
Yeah.
We will never have that opportunity, but he played such a tremendous role in the content of this show very early on, might I add.
Yes.
That then bled over to the radio show, and it was very devastating to hear about Larry Sinclair because now we'll never have him.
You see today, this is
yes.
Larry Sinclair tribute.
And
got the red shirt and the bracelets.
The red shirt, I didn't even notice. Before we get in, because there's maybe a lot of people out there that don't know who Larry Sinclair is. Let's do a little refresher.
Yes,
and
I think that's a good idea.
Just set the table. So years ago, Larry Sinclair, this gay guy out of Chicago, gay drug addict with a criminal record, came out and said that he, in fact, sucked off Obama. Okay? Barack Obama.
That's
that he did.
You got to say it that way because that's what happened.
They did blow together. They did a little hand deal, a little blowy, the whole nine. And when he came out with it, he was obviously painted as a crazy person. This was when Barack Obama was coming up in the ranks. Like, he was going from state senator to possible president of the United States. And Larry Sinclair's like, whoa, wait a minute. I was blowing this guy. And everybody's like, that old crackhead white guy, whatever. And he kept with that story throughout all these years. And never changed it once, which made us believe that Larry Sinclair's got to be telling the truth.
Now, did he benefit financially from that?
No, actually, it probably ruined his life, if anything.
Yeah. Okay, so see, that's a big difference. That's a warning sign right there. If he did not profit.
And so he ultimately, back in 2000, was this 24 or 23? Back in, it could have been, was it last year? Maybe two marches ago?
You talking about the Tucker interview?
Yeah. He goes
Something
on
like that, yeah.
He goes on Tucker Carlson's podcast, and for the first time ever, he has the biggest platform he ever could have possibly had to tell the story about his interactions with Barack Obama. And if we can just pan the Bird real quick, Bird is dressed just like Larry Sinclair in this interview.
That's so glorious.
This is a long interview. We're not going to play the whole thing, but just so everybody kind of understands who Larry
get the idea
is
pretty quick.
and why he's so important to us, may I present to you the one Larry Sinclair.
There was no doubt what I was looking for.
Okay.
And he picked me up at my hotel in Gurnee and drove into Chicago, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. It was literally that casual.
Had you ever heard of him?
No.
Did the driver know him?
Yep. The driver definitely knew him because the driver said that he was a friend.
Interesting. How would the driver be friends with Barack Obama?
I only found out later, dealing with a reporter from Bloomberg News, that apparently the limousine company had been doing business with Tony Resco, that at the time was somehow affiliated with
in
Barack
Obama's
Obama.
orbit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting. So he knew Barack Obama, and in his view, Barack Obama liked the same kind of partying you were looking for.
Yep.
Okay. So sex and drugs, in other words.
Well, the sex part I wasn't so sure about until, of course, you make your move, but it became obvious very quick. The coke part I thought was interesting because of the way that I had brought it up.
So I'm stepping on your story. So you pull, and I apologize. So you pull up to this bar. The driver is basically scouting some dude for you to hang out with.
Correct.
There's this guy, Barack Obama. Have you ever heard of Barack Obama?
Never. Okay. Never. We're having drinks. I mentioned the fact that I could use something to wake up. I was extremely exhausted.
So you went into the bar?
Yes, sir.
What kind of bar was it?
I'm trying to remember. I've been trying to remember the name. I know that the glasses had 3 X's on them because I remember taking one home for a friend of mine.
But I mean, generally characterize it. Was it a working class bar, gay bar, strip bar?
It was upscale, quiet. Wasn't really that. That really didn't have a lot of energy to it. It was more relaxed, more like a lounge, as opposed to somewhere where people would go and get loud and crazy.
Yeah.
Which made it easier to talk. But like I said, when I brought up the fact that I could use something to wake up, he immediately knew what I was referring to, had made it clear that I was looking for coke, and I really was, and had made the suggestion that he knew where we could get it, and we left to go get it.
Interesting. Did he say what he did for a living?
No. I had no idea that he was a representative in the Illinois House. I had no idea he was in politics. I just knew that he was supposedly married and at the time was going through some issues with the marriage.
He said that?
That was made clear, yeah.
Huh. Did he say what kind of issues?
No.
Do you remember? No.
Probably 'cause he's married
So
to a
you
man.
said, I'm looking for someone to wake up.
I'm looking for another man.
I know where to get it. What happens next?
We get back in the limo. The driver takes us wherever it is that Barack had instructed him to take us. I had given Barack $250 to pay for coke. He gets out, comes back. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort.
And you're in the limo.
Yep.
Driving or parked?
No, the driver's driving.
Yeah.
I start to put a line on a CD tray, and I just happen to notice that he pulls something else out of his pocket. And next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I don't have an issue with it. I mean, some people smoke, some people snort.
Smoking the cocaine.
Yes. So as I'm doing a line, I just start. This is the part where you kind of make your move to see where things are going.
Oh, no.
So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended it to go. So
was in
the night
command.
became somewhat active sexually and drug-wise in the limo.
So you hit on him. Did he seem shocked by that?
Not at all.
Yeah. I mean, if you're smoking crack with a stranger in the back of the limo,
Tucker's like, I don't know what
like
to say.
you got to imagine things might go crazy places.
Well, not only imagine it, I look at it this way. I've done a lot of crazy things in my lifetime. I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I pretty much know whether or not I can move in a certain direction with an individual. I didn't feel that I was going in the wrong direction. I just wasn't so sure how much I could trust the individual
Right.
at first. And that was probably one of my bigger concerns. But the fact that I was already becoming somewhat buzzed, you kind of throw caution to the wind.
You weren't sure you could trust the individual. What does that mean?
When you meet someone out of the blue and you go to a level that you're doing drugs with, or you're giving money to purchase drugs, or even for sexual activity, you have to be sure that you can trust them. And when I say trust, I mean that you're not going to end up being robbed, or that you're not going to end up having a knife stuck into you,
Right.
From one direction or another, or that you're not going to pull up somewhere and all of a sudden the car door is going to open and you got 5 people pulling you out of it.
Totally.
That's what
Larry's
I mean
been
when I
there
say
before.
trust them.
Trust me.
And you've been around at this point in your life, big time.
Yeah.
Right. So probably not your first time in a situation like this.
Not at all. And that's why I said I pretty much know where I can go and
Yeah.
at
His
what
wrists have been
point.
through a lot.
Yeah, they
So you
have.
start rubbing his leg, and I think, I'll just be totally blunt with you, like a man who's not into gay sex would be like, whoa, settle down.
Trust me, if it was something that you were not interested in, and you're right, I've had guys that I read wrong that would literally try to break your hand.
For sure.
If you went in that route. So it's not like this was something that he wasn't into. It's not something that he was shocked by. Shocked by, you don't get excited and you don't unbutton your pants and you don't just sit there and let it happen.
Preach it, brother.
So it definitely wasn't Barack's first time. That much I'm absolutely certain of. And I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't his last.
So you performed oral sex on Barack
I did.
Obama. And the driver's up front?
Yep.
And he's cool with this?
The driver has the partition up. He didn't have a problem with it. He didn't put it down for any reason.
I mean, he kind of set up the whole thing for this in the first place.
Exactly. And I have a funny feeling he had no bones to pick with it as far as what took
No
place.
pun, Larry.
So what happened after?
Afterwards, I actually went back to my hotel. I had specifically asked.
You get the picture. That was a long form version of
there
what
was
happened.
more, but yeah.
But
It's unbelievable. I mean, I still can't believe that Larry's gone.
I'm sad.
Yeah, because
gotta
I
end it.
believe he's telling the truth, and no one believed him.
you think about this, and maybe Tucker was the one that was able to get his story out there and get more people to believe him, but he had to live his life being called or accused of being a liar. You know?
Yeah, they destroyed that poor man's life.
I have a feeling there's like a few dozen of Larry Sinclairs out there, but he's the brave soul that actually said something.
He stepped forward. He is my hero.
He is the original cock-handling whistleblower.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you just said that.
Legend.
Oh, my God.
Legend. It's absolute legend.
He is. I mean, he told it like it was.
He did. By the way, super chats for Larry Sinclair are being accepted now. Also, OTL show on Cash App and Venmo. This is all in memory of Larry Sinclair. We're going to find out where he's getting buried, and we're going to send him flowers.
Claude Y6C said, "Who was driving the limo? Hunter?"
There's a good chance, actually.
Yeah.
So anyway, we talked a lot about Larry Sinclair, and ultimately we all put together a song that was about.
We need to do more of that. We've done 2 like that, and when you've got different writers, I mean, and I really didn't have anything to do with those 2. When you guys like get together and do your writing, and then you present it to me, and then
yeah.
Basically.
So we had a thing where safety dance is something you would play on the radio when you got uncomfortable.
Yes.
So we're like, we should do it to the tune of the safety dance, and put the lyrics together, handed it off to you. You performed it, and ended up coming up with a song called Obama's Pants. And did you see? That's from the video of the safety dance, and you've got Larry, you've got Obama, you've got Tucker,
little Tucker there in the back, the little person.
And so, Tony, if you want to, let's present to the audience, some of which are hearing it for the first time, some of which may have never heard it. The number 1 hit in honor of Larry Sinclair. One more time.
One more.
Obama's Pants.
I took a trip to Chicago, I got to see Barack's behind. Cause while I was there I had me an affair and we both did some lines. To say, I do coke when I want to, the driver had a guy in mind. And I hope that he's built from out to this world, from the front and from behind. And I'm in Obama's pants. I can screw who I want to, Barack is young and so am I. And he looks real neat on the edge of his seat. In the limo I can rub his thigh. We smoke crack if we want to. We've got pipes and bowls and lines. As long as there's some booty and Barack is fruity, everything will work out fine. I say, Obama's pants, smoking crack out of his bowl. Obama's pants, we're doing it from pole to pole. Obama's pants, I'm the man with wandering hands. Obama's pants, better than the safety dance. In Obama's pants, is it safe to dance? In Obama's pants.
Woo! Larry, that's for you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Larry Sinclair.
R.I.P, brother.
R.I.P. We're going to miss you, buddy.
You know what? After the show, we need to take, let's not use our liquor, but we'll get a bottle of water and pour it out on the lawn.
Yeah.
Tribute. I don't mess with our liquor.
Right. Listen, we could do that for this Saturday. Just a small little Larry tribute.
That would be a great idea. Here's what we'll do. We'll take one of our empty bottles and fill it with tea. Oh, I shouldn't have told everybody that now. Daggone it. I know we're cheap.
That's okay. It's fine.
No, I think that's a good idea.
So, we're going to miss you, buddy. For sure. I hate that we never got you on the show, but, you know, how old was he? Do we know? Larry Sinclair age?
Probably 69.
I'm asking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to get these off. They hurt. They're actually for your ankle. And I had to cut holes in them.
Wait a minute. You're wearing compression socks on your wrist just to look like Larry Sinclair?
Absolutely.
77.
77.
Yeah.
And see, I've got my Alabama shirt on backwards. I've got it on backwards so it'll be red. And I'm going to run and change out of this.
Go ahead. We can handle it.
Yeah.
amazing. Ironically enough, he wore an Alabama shirt, but wore it backwards after that Alabama-Florida State game.
Oh, my goodness.
So, yeah. Gonna miss him, man. Gonna miss him.
Yeah, dude.
And I kind of, I partially blame myself about not being more proactive on getting Larry on the show, because he was following me. I mean, technically, he still follows me on Twitter. And
it was Matt Murphy's birthday a couple of days ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just wearing that.
Your Matt Murphy hat.
And since he didn't like it, jerk.
Yeah, he follows me on X, and unfortunately, I just didn't take advantage. I didn't push hard enough to get him on the show. I should have, and now I regret that. But I do have good news as far as people appearing on the show. Bubba the Love Sponge is slated to be on the podcast Wednesday at 3 p.m.
Oh, my gosh.
That's right.
I mean, that's cool.
Yes.
You got to get here early though,
because
we're gonna have to set up quick. We don't want the man having to wait on us.
No, we don't. No. Now he's. I assume he's zooming in.
Yeah, he's gonna zoom in.
Man, why didn't he come?
I don't know. Well, the documentary is about to come out, and he told us. He said, "I want to come on your show whenever the documentary comes around." I mean, he promised us this months ago, and he's following through. Man, he's a man of his word. And so Seth Cush.
Oh my gosh.
Text me today.
When is it again?
Wednesday.
I've got to have his song ready.
That's a week from tomorrow.
Bubba's pants.
No, I don't do that.
Bubbles pens.
Did you say Bubbles pants?
No, I said Obama.
Okay.
I said Obama. I'd never say that. Yeah, so you got a week and a day. I mean, tomorrow's a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, but I wanted to be epic, like Queen epic.
What are you going to do for him?
Well, I mean, it's up here. So when the idea comes to me, it like is here, and the music arrives. Sometimes the music arrives before the lyrics.
Okay.
But then the music pushes forward on lyrics, and I've got, that I would like to get you guys involved as well, so I can have it all done, and then you guys can do your part.
All right.
Fair enough. Whatever we need to do, we'll do it. Good. That's a big thing for me, having Bubba on. It's been something I've wanted for a very long time, and it's actually happening.
Yeah, it's almost as big as David Lynham.
Almost.
Close.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Tomorrow premieres the Hack and Forth that we went to. They're premiering it on YouTube. If anybody's
That's awesome.
interested in watching it, it'll be up on their YouTube for you to watch. So yeah, Obama definitely sucked off by Larry Sinclair, and maybe vice versa. He goes on to tell that story, saying that Obama showed up at his hotel the next day looking to go for another round. I think, let's be honest, Obama's gay, and if he's gay, it's fine,
Yeah, we don't care.
Just like tell the truth about it. That's why he changed his stance on gay marriage so quickly. Remember him and Biden when they were running? Well, I believe in marriage between a man and a woman.
I believe they were for closed borders, too. I don't know.
It's amazing how that changes. But unlike them, we have a real president now.
Yes, we do.
And this shows you how good of a job he's doing and how really transparent he's been.
Mm-hmm.
Is he wasn't visible for 3 days.
Yes.
No press conference,
Everybody
no
was
nothing.
going crazy.
Everybody's going crazy. Rumors started that he was dead.
Yeah.
That he was dead because he didn't make a public appearance in 3 days.
Yeah.
We just went through 4 years with somebody who didn't make a public appearance every 3 months.
Yeah, but that was expected. And they see Trump all the time.
They're like, oh, he must be dead.
Yeah.
And so he was holding the press conference today announcing that Space Force is moving to Huntsville, Alabama. It's going to create tens of thousands of jobs here in our state. Had all the Alabama politicians up there and everything else, and he was asked about the rumors that he had died. Here's what he said.
And they got it. Peter?
President Trump, something completely different, but about a big viral social media trend over the weekend. How did you find out over the weekend that you were dead? You see that?
No.
People didn't see it for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really? I didn't see that. You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. They went very well, like this is going very well. And then I didn't do any for 2 days, and they said, there must be something wrong with him. Biden wouldn't do them for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him, and we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape. No, I heard that. I get reports. Now, you knew I did an interview that lasted for about an hour and a half with somebody, and everybody saw that was on one of your competitors. I did numerous shows and also did a number of truths, long truths, I think pretty poignant truths. No, I was very active over the weekend. They also knew I went out to visit some people at the club that I own, pretty nearby on the Potomac River. And no, I've been very active actually over the weekend. I didn't hear that one. That's pretty serious stuff.
I'm glad it's
Well, it's fake news. You know, it's just it's so fake. That's why the media has so little credibility. I knew they were saying, like, is he okay? How's he feeling? What's wrong? I said, I just left. And it's also sort of a longer weekend, you know, it's Labor Day weekend. So I would say a lot of people know I was very active this Labor Day. I had heard that, but I didn't hear it.
Okay, that was it. Because he just goes on and on. You don't know when he's going to stop. But yeah, he's like, they said I'm dead? That's fake news.
I just want to know, he's got to have some kind of regime or regimen, excuse me, to take care of his throat as much as he talks.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to have like maybe a nebulizer with a little bit of saline mixed in.
Yeah, he's on it. Tony, will you move that one to the end? I think I put that in the wrong place. Okay. It's amazing. Yeah, the how he keeps going like he does. It is you can obviously tell he's kind of lost a step, but it's not, you know, comparatively to anybody else that's his age.
Oh, yeah.
Still, he's just killing it. Killing it. That's why he's the GOAT, man. I know people probably, you know, don't like people that are all in on MAGA, but I'm all in on MAGA. I can't help it.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not ashamed of it. You know, I understand people like to, you know, they like to feel like they're perceived as calling it down the middle, so they can't always be with MAGA. But I feel I'm that way. I feel like I call it down the middle. Calling it down the middle always ends up on one side.
I just don't see how you can call it for the other side. I just can't see it.
Well,
Wheat Hopper says big news with Space Force in Huntsville.
Yeah. You didn't know about this?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, Wheat Hopper, you're way behind.
We just talked about it for 5 minutes, like just moments ago.
But I was changing my shirt.
No, you were in here.
Oh, my God, what's happening to me?
Anyway, we're moving on.
Swiss cheese brain.
What's something else that's going on? Tony's an Infowars guy. He likes Alex Jones. I like Alex Jones too.
Yep.
I mean, Alex is a little bit of a loose cannon at times, but he's been right about a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's been through the ringer between the Sandy Hook stuff, you know, being sued for whatever it was, $1 billion, and you know, all the different forces coming after him. But he's had a team that he's kind of kept intact for a while, and one of those members of the team is Owen Schroyer. And I don't know if you're familiar with him. Tony is.
Oh, yeah.
And you would describe him as kind of a dedicated guy to the cause, to the Infowars?
Oh, very dedicated. Yes, he's been to jail and everything else.
Yeah, he went to they threw him in jail over for him being at J6 at the Capitol when he didn't go into the Capitol. He didn't go in the Capitol grounds.
Nope.
He was outside. And actually, he was with Alex telling people not to go in. It's a trap.
True story.
And they still threw him in jail. He just recently got out a few months ago, didn't he?
I mean, it's been a while, but yeah, he was in there for a month or two. I think.
He had to go serve a couple months in jail.
Like our buddy Caleb.
Yeah.
Remember?
And now Caleb did more than Owen Schroyer did.
Or something.
And so these guys are kind of tied at the hip, but apparently that is no longer the case. Owen Schroyer announced today that he's got mad beef with Alex Jones, and he's leaving Infowars. Oh, wow. So we've got high-end Infowars drama. This is Owen Schroyer on his show today, I guess, announcing that he's leaving.
You probably noticed that I had not been hosting the War Room a lot this month. And, you know, Alex had been coming into my show and talking about how I'm negative and calling me a pessimist and all this other stuff, which is fine. You work for Alex, you're going to get hit with it a lot. Alex is not easy to work for, and that's fine, you know. That's okay. But, okay, he says I'm too negative. He says I'm a pessimist, whatever. I'm too anti-Trump. So I just said, all right, you know what? I'll just take some time off. I'll just disappear. And if Alex thinks I'm too negative, then maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm too negative now. Maybe I'm too much of a pessimist now. Maybe I'm too anti-Trump now. Whatever his issue was when he kept coming in the show, telling me I'm too negative, saying I'm a pessimist on his show, you probably know.
Okay, so that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
So the beef is apparently Alex Jones is critiquing what Owen is saying. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Alex Jones' organization, is it not?
It is, but at the same time, he's gone all these years and he's never told them, you know, except for like general things. He's never like tried to influence their shows. Just kind of like you with the radio. Valerie doesn't walk in and say, Andrew, you need to be talking about this today. Never once did that happen.
No. And so I'm trying to understand Owen's perspective here. He's saying that Alex Jones is not dictating what he's saying, but he's telling him, hey, why don't you try to, you know, lighten up on... I don't even know what Owen's saying.
I think it's not as much pro-Trump stuff because maybe being pro-Trump and their business is good for money. Something along those lines. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's my best guess. So
probably. Maybe Alex Jones wants that Medal of Freedom, and he can't get it if Owen's over here trashing my boy.
Yeah, but, I mean, is he... I guess maybe he doesn't want to be... like, you know, fair and balanced. I mean, it just, I would think that he would welcome something like that, given the way the left is.
Well, Owen's got a big social media following, much like Alex does. When you look on Twitter and they're broadcasting, I mean, they've got 250,000 to 500,000 people watching just on Twitter. That's not including the website, which has probably got even more. Like, maybe egos are getting inflated here. I don't know.
I just know they've been under a lot of pressure for the past couple of years. They've been almost shut down numerous times. They've had businesses they did business with stop selling them stuff because they were pressured, like their supplements. They try to sell those all the time. But along the way, they've just been through so much crap. I'm surprised they haven't been fighting by now, to be quite honest with you, because I think their main goal is the same thing. They're just having beef with how their approach is right now.
And the powers that be have obviously been a big part of putting this pressure campaign on them.
Oh, yeah.
And so maybe there's a little bit of, you know, maybe outside forces are leaning in on it and causing them to crack. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe ultimately it's just become a pressure cooker, if you will.
Yep.
JT,
Hey,
JT, love you guys.
JT.
John Bird looks like he's been given a Christmas gift every time a super chat comes in.
No, it's not about the super chat. It's about the gentleman sending it.
This was Alex Jones. Apparently, this was his first comments after Owen announced he was quitting. And so Alex jumps in on, I guess, a different show that's on the network and says this.
It's like Anakin Skywalker's become Darth Vader.
Can we sing a song?
Hey, when I go on the air, I'm letting you have it, Schroyer. You stabbed your brother in this operation in the back, and you're a fucking liar. Yeah, I mean, I agree.
I didn't realize how upset you were.
It's totally normal to go and do innuendo that you've been censored and controlled and got to go because you're talking bad about Trump and this stuff, and then later, hours later, go, oh, no, he didn't censor me. All set up to boost himself off of lying about me. I don't ever get involved in infighting, but I've known somebody 10 years and they've been my friend, but he's gotten really dark, didn't talk to the crew the last 2 years. And so it's like a different person. I'm not here to be the villain for somebody's lie. So wait till you hear his phone call to me yesterday. He literally talked to me like it was a crack whore and he was a pimp. He's like, yeah, well, if you're desperate, pay me more, I'll stay. But I'm going to promote my new show on Infowars, huh?
Let's take the high road.
Really nice. I might do a week. I was like, man, this is really hurting my feelings, dude. No, it's all right. You don't have to come in. I hung up, started fucking crying, and then he goes on fucking air and lies about me. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit.
Whoa.
I won't fucking take people stabbing me in the back anymore. Fuck you.
Dang.
Get ready.
Okay, so that's the Alex Jones we know and love.
The gay frogs.
Yeah, boy, it's fired up.
That scared me.
Now here's a clip from like 5 months ago, and again, I'm kind of on the outside because I don't watch a lot of this stuff, but this right here I think shows some of the tensions that were brewing within that organization. Because here's Owen hosting War Room. Is that Nick Fuentes with him?
Yeah, that's Fuentes.
Okay, so he's Owen's in there. I don't know what he's talking about or whatever, but Alex Jones walks in and says this.
But I want to get back to what you were saying about college, because I think it's...
Hold on.
Hold on a second.
I just got a call from Tel Aviv. It's got the call. Stop talking about Israel right now.
Oh, it was straight out of Tel Aviv, huh?
Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu, my boss.
Are you sure it wasn't Jerusalem?
Stop right now.
Or Washington, D.C.?
I'm ordering you.
Or Trump Gaza International? I'm
in there every day telling Owen. I have to restrain him.
Did you? Are you going to take the trip, Alex? You want to go touch the wall?
I would love to go to Egypt. I'd love to go to Israel.
I can arrange that for you.
I want to go see the Great Wall of China. I mean, I'm going to work with Xi Jinping. Yeah, no, I would love to go see Golgotha where Christ was crucified. And I would love to do all that.
Would you kiss the wall? Like Vance?
Probably to troll people, yeah.
That'd be a good troll. That'd be a pretty good troll.
So anyway,
I would do the opposite.
You see how
that's uncomfortable.
It's so uncomfortable. And so I guess that, just doing a quick research, I guess that's where, tensions have been building in that. I don't know. I mean, what does this affect, Tony? I'm kind of leaning on you as far as like what I'm looking at here.
I mean, as far as Alex Jones goes, he'll be okay. They'll find a replacement, yada, yada. And I think Owen will be just fine out on his own. I personally think that this all came down to like money at some point, where Owen's a big name and he's been through so much and he probably doesn't make the kind of money that he thinks he should be getting at this point. Because he's seeing a lot of people like Steven Crowder and other people that do the same thing basically. Get paid, 10, 50x, whatever.
Well, maybe Alex isn't in a financial position to pay him that.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, I mean,
$1 billion.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this clip right here, I think Alex is actually talking about him wanting more money, or maybe he gave him more money or something like that.
They censor by not showing you what they said after, and then invert it and say I censored. That's what other people do, because this is the whole thing, to manufacture censorship. And so you can have a Streisand effect. Oh, there was bad stuff going on. I had to go because, this and that. And I mean, like, we're not human. That's very sociopathic. We're not human. And to boost yourself so you can get 1 million live streamers watching you, here it is right here. Couldn't do that on regular news topics. Though Owen's done some great stuff and done great work. That's why I hired him. No. But for whatever reason, if I can just get that hit again, I'll just come out and attack Alex Jones and play victim and act sad the whole time. Huh. And it's not true. So, Owen, tell us again, you hadn't had a raise since 2018? Is $80,000 increase in 3 different raises? Is that a $80,000 on top of what you're getting paid?
Oh.
Tell people what you are paid?
I knew it was money, I'm telling you.
You got the clips. How about telling people about the bonuses or the Hellcat I gave you? just as a friend. Here, have my Hellcat.
Dang.
Wow.
It was worth about $60,000 when I gave it to you. It was $85,000 when I bought it. Oh, yeah. Tell me, Owen, about how bad I am again. So if somebody will lie about people he said was his friend for 10 years like that, and so nakedly, that's a really nice person. And so let me tell you what happened yesterday. I'll get to all the other news that's coming up.
Okay, we don't have to go into it. It's he's going to tell us the same story, I guess.
He tells it.
So yeah, I mean, maybe you're right, Tony. Maybe it's about money, or he alluded to there just this dopamine hit of having so many people watch your show. Because he said, 100. He had almost 1 million viewers when he posted that "Why I Am Leaving Infowars" live stream, and I don't know. I mean, if Alex is saying
he's addicted to the fame,
and if Alex says, "Hey, I gave him all kinds of raises and all this, that, and the other," then you look pretty silly if you say you're doing it for money.
No, I just think it's normal business at this point. Because you look at other shows, the people that were like, nobody stays on that long with one person. They go and do their own thing, whether they're John Oliver or Stephen Colbert or something like that. When you're involved with a big enterprise like that, you only do your show for Brett Cooper, Candace Owens. I mean, I can go on and on of people that go do their own thing and end up making a bunch more money.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, I guess he's seen that and like, hey, I want to do that too. I don't know.
Yeah, then he could do it from his own basement and not have to worry about going to work every day kind of thing.
Well, it seems Alex Jones is now already offering, because Owen Schroyer had his own show on Infowars. Right. Alex Jones is already making plans to give Owen's show away, and he has already figured out who the hosts are going to be.
I'm going to move on from Owen. I will be hosting the War Room today, 3 to 6 p.m. with Jonathan Greenblatt, Owen's replacement. It's a joke. Actually, Nick Fuentes and Ye have agreed to host the War Room. Nick Fuentes and Ye will now be the host of the War Room. Weekdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So look for that. We are very, very excited. And David Duke is the producer. So we want to please the listeners, give you what you want. I'm joking. Hey, I would actually, if Ye and Nick want to host the War Room, actually, this is not a joke. I'm publicly inviting Nick Fuentes to host the War Room 3 to 6 p.m. weekdays.
Oh my God, dude.
Now, bring out the gimp.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
This is Nick Fuentes, Kanye, and David Duke is a producer.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
good. Anyway, I just want to get into a little bit of that Infowars drama. I didn't know a whole lot about it, and I just needed somebody to explain it to me, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
Well, Owen's a pretty smart guy. I'm sure he's figured out something to just leave like that. He's got to figure it out. So.
Well, and the thing that happens is, sometimes you get people, maybe your friends or whoever, start to get in your head and start telling you, you know what, you're better than that thing you're doing. It's the same thing when it comes to divorces, husband and wife split up and everything's cordial, and then the friends over here start talking to the wife and these friends, and they're like, no, fuck that bitch, and you're like, nah, screw her, and then next thing you know, there's an unnecessary fight going on. And so could be the outside forces in that sense that are, and maybe some of them are like, hey, you could build something big, let me be your manager, and that person's looking out for themselves, trying to
I'm
make
sure
some
there are
money.
people in his ear.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, I mean, does that affect Infowars? Not really.
Not really. As long as Alex Jones is there, Infowars will live, just like if James O'Keefe was still at Project Veritas. Alex Jones is Infowars.
Yeah. I just like to see Alex melt down. That's kind of really what I look for.
Oh,
like when you turn the freaking frogs gay.
I gotta say, I watched him throughout the pandemic, And I also watch mainstream news. And if everybody would have listened to Alex Jones versus the mainstream news, they would have been way better off. I've said that before.
You've been ahead of the curve.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd have been on top of it. You would have
saw it
known
all
about
coming.
9/11 before 9/11 happened.
Maybe you should have that 3 to 6 spot.
Tony Gump? Maybe.
Look into the future with T Gump.
What if we email Alex Jones and say, I mean, we technically start at 3 already. Ask him if the Over the Line podcast can be on Infowars. That'd be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
If he was smart, he would do like auditions.
Yeah.
That would get people.
Well, and again, people in the year of people, that's what happened. Going back to football, that's what happened with Nico. You remember Nico, our quarterback that left?
Oh, yeah.
We were paying him
He got what he deserved.
$4 million we were paying this kid, and he ends up leaving to go get more money somewhere else and ends up going from making $4 million a year to $1.4 million a year.
And a higher tax rate for that matter.
And a higher tax rate because he went to California. And they had their first game Saturday night against Utah. UCLA did. Got the dog shit beat out of him. Nico looks like a horrible quarterback now.
Damn.
So not only has he lost millions of dollars, he's now being exposed. Thank God all that happened, because I would hate for him to be still at Tennessee ruining my team's chances for anything.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have an SEC offensive line.
Well, he wasn't playing he wasn't playing in SEC caliber defense either. He's playing the University of Utah. And they got beat like 45-7 or something stupid.
Sounds like North Carolina's game last night.
Oh, that was bad. Are you gonna give up on them this season? I think it's gonna be I mean, you've got Alabama and North Carolina are your two teams. Like, where do you turn?
I turn to basketball.
You can be an honorary Tennessee fan for the year if you'd like.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm still gonna follow Alabama, of course, and and the Tar Heels, but I am looking forward to basketball season.
You got to admit though, watching Bama fans over the past 2 days has been something that should be studied by historians. It really has. Paul Feinbaum show, for instance. Mm-hmm. This right here. This is a guy that calls in all the time. He's from Birmingham. Legend. This guy, as a matter of fact, when I worked in the nut and bolt industry, in the industrial supply warehouse, this guy would come by like once or twice a week because he worked for a different place. He would come pick up nuts and bolts and whatever. And every time he came in, he would just thrash me about being a Tennessee fan. You know, damn Tennessee, it sucks. Whatever. And every time, it never failed. And so to watch him now call the Paul Feinbaum show and have an epic meltdown, it's as if it's come around full circle. Let's give you just a sample of his call.
This is a football nightmare, brother. I mean, it's clear this guy is just a substitute teacher that's got no control over the class whatsoever, Paul. This guy's got no control of this program. It's all lip service, brother. It's all lip service. It was bad enough that I had to go on Maury Povich last year before the nation and say that Vandy was my daddy. That was bad as friggin' enough. But now there's a part 2 to Legends football nightmare. I just got my ass run over by the Gus bus. The Gus bus just ran my ass over. I guess it's true what they say, Paul. The Gus bus wheels do go round and round. I've never seen a team more softer, more pathetic in all my life. 12 missed tackles last year in the worst game. 14 missed tackles in this game. They said 20 plays where players didn't even care, didn't even chase after the play. Where's the pride? Where's the passion? Where's the friggin' tradition? The pride of wearing the damn A jersey. Where is it? That was friggin' pathetic, dude.
That was pathetic, dude. Wow. Yeah, man.
It was pathetic. I mean, the expectations are up there.
But again, I go back to, And yeah, if you'll go to the last one real quick, I go back to what the culture is with this coach. Again, letting these players stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning. You go to any of their TikToks, and some of the stuff that they're doing in the locker room is absolute cringeworthy. I understand they're 18 and 19 and 20-year-old kids, but, you know, it's football season now. Like, if you're doing this in the off season, okay, fine. Seems a little gay, but it's fine. Whatever you want to do. But it's time for business. You know what I'm saying? And you look at this, and you don't have to watch the music, Tony, but this is what's happening in the Crimson Tide locker room as of late. And so they just go through and, you know.
They're practicing touchdown dances, which evidently they won't be doing a lot of this year.
I mean, it's just.
Nick would not put up with that shit.
Imagine Nick Saban walking in on that.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, he would literally unalive every one of those kids and then move on to the transfer portal.
This is obviously before the loss.
I don't know. I mean, it might have been after for all I know. But yeah, so that's kind of
wow.
That's just
it's going to be a long season is what I'm trying to say.
Embarrassing. Oh man.
But if you want to look at the bright side of college football, it's becoming a place where we can barely pronounce the names of a lot of the football players. You know, when the season starts and you're trying to like learn who's on your team, and it's, you know, people you haven't heard of, and you go like 3 or 4 games before you can even pronounce their name right. Yeah. I've got some of the best college football player names of the 2020 season. You can click that first photo. It's we'll go through a slideshow. All right, so first one is going to be let's see, King Large, who is an O lineman from SMU. King Large. These are their God-given names. Their birth certificate names. Noah Konica.
Oh my God!
Who plays at Eastern Michigan? I found out that that's how you pronounce. I thought for a long time the K was silent, but it's not, according to Damien. So he's like, you get a pass. You can say it if you use the K. Okay. So fair enough. General Booty, who's a QB that's in the transfer portal. I don't know if he's landed at a team.
Transfer portal.
Next, you got Indiana Jones.
Nice.
Who plays at Rocky Mountain. Then you've got Tommy Running Rabbit, who's playing for Montana. Yeah, he gets a pass because he's an Indian. Yeah. Like that's a normal Indian name.
Okay.
Then you got DeRealist Clark from Kent State. His name is DeRealist. DeRealist Clark. Then you got Luke Nigaman from Pitt State.
Man.
Luke Nigaman. Okay. Then you got Legend Journey, who plays for Cal. Legend Journey.
Nelly vibe, all right.
Yeah.
You got Mobility.
I can't be real.
It's real. It's 100% real. Mobility. They didn't even spell Mo right. What do you put an H on the end for? Just do Mobility. He plays for Rice. Then you've got Dude Person.
I kind of like that, man. Yeah. Dude Person.
Dude Person from Central Arkansas. Defensive back. Good for him.
D.I.C. Hopkins.
You got D.I.C. Hopkins from Georgia State.
Oh, man.
And it's Squirrel White. Listen, Squirrel White. I was a big fan. This kid's from Trussville, by the way. And he played for Tennessee last year. And guess where he transferred to?
Where?
Florida State.
Oh.
So Squirrel White just got the dub over Alabama.
Yep.
Including a dub over Alabama last year as well. So Squirrel White has already got, I think he's in his 3rd year, and he's never lost to Alabama. He's beat them from 2 different teams.
Making a name for himself.
So anyway, that's just some of the names that you'll be seeing this football season.
This reminds me of Key and Peele.
When they try to pronounce the names.
Yeah. They do different characters. Hey, I was thinking about I put together, if you want to play it, the Friday night shock karaoke.
Oh yeah.
I grabbed all the little shock bits and put them in there.
Do we want to do that, or do we want? We got members only coming up here in just a few minutes. Do you want to save it for that, or you want to do it now?
Your call, boss.
Let's do it on members only.
Got it.
Okay.
And that way we can continue on with our Larry Sinclair tribute. But I am excited that you got a highlight because we really drew that thing out. I mean, we went with it a long time, so a good short version would probably be beneficial.
Yeah, not to mention like 15 causes.
Yeah. By the way, thank y'all for that, for the super chats. We got 9 different super chats after we went off air and continued to come back to shout you out. Who was the last one from Saturday?
I think it was that.
Look at that. Show that. That paper. It says big wiener.
Okay. Here we go.
I mean, there's so many. Did you even write it down?
Yeah, I was writing it down. It appears
I know who
that
it was.
Mark Fisher.
Was it Mark Fisher?
Really?
Yeah, I've got him down where he got that, and then Venmo.
For some reason, I was thinking it was Vader, but it might have been Fisher there at the end.
No, Vader. Yeah, Fisher came in at the very end because they got
Okay.
Vader right before there.
Wow.
So it was Fisher. Mark Fisher.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Mark Fisher with the #1 Snapchat of the day because he was the last Snap. What did I say? Snapchat. A super chat.
Is it super chat and Snapchat are not the same thing?
No.
Super chat. The big super chat. Whatever we call it.
So thank you, Mark Fisher. Super chat, Snapchat. I don't even have Snapchat. I don't use it. I think I got an account, but I hadn't used it in years.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I feel like it's for like high school kids.
It looks like John's got a lazy boy over there.
You enjoying that seat?
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been like eye level with the table.
I'm
JFK.
sorry about that. Oh, my gosh.
You were like below half on the screen.
Oh, man.
And sometimes when we end up in that situation, I'm like, is it even worth telling John Berg? Because he's going to be right back there in 3 minutes. So I just let it go.
It's a nice gauge to know where we're at in the show, for me at least, because I can look at his level and be like, "Oh, we're about 3/4 of the way."
Yeah, and it shows you that he's having a good time. You can gauge John Bird's move based on how far lean back he is. So anyway, let's wrap this one up quickly. We'll do some final words. Tony Gump.
Final words. R.I.P. Larry Sinclair. You're a hero. You're a brave man, and I'm just thankful that somebody spoke out of all the dozens of guys that probably gave him an old knob job. I'm glad somebody said something, and you stuck with your story the entire time, even though you got criticized for it. So salute to you, my friend. Plenty of water meets sunlight and sleep. Don't be doing crack and limos and doing stuff that he was doing, but either way, he was a brave man. Thank you. John Bird.
I've mentioned this before. It's very important. Kegel exercises. You know, they think a lot of people think they're for women, but they're also for men. It helps with your prostate health, and they're fun to do. I'm doing some right now. Yep. I got a pretty strong prostate, and it helps with the, like Dr. Dingeling said, with your pelvic floor. You know, so if you guys would, just for me, you know, just do some Kegels. You just kind of squeeze your butthole a little bit, guys, and well, ladies, you squeeze something else. But you know, it's just important. We want you guys around.
Yes.
You know, and I've got to piss like a Siberian racehorse right now.
Well, you go ahead. Go ahead and do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. God bless America.
Coming up in a matter of moments,
I'm not wearing shoes, so my feet were sliding.
Coming up in a matter of moments, members only, so stick around for that. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to JT for the super chat. Love you a long time, buddy. So glad to see you. Yep. Members only coming up right after this. Until then, see you, cuz!